issues that affect millions of Americans, like healthcare. Nearly 20% of Americans don't have access to or can't afford healthcare. That's 40 million adults. Furthermore, I would increase school funding. In the 2009 to 2010 school year, public school teachers spent $1.3 billion out of their pocket. On average, that's $356 each teacher takes out of their own paycheck to ensure students the quality education they need. However, students need a sturdy roof over their heads before an education can be continued. In recent years, 11.3 million people paid more than half of their income on rent. As president, I would direct more funding to public housing so that parents' incomes can be spent on ensuring their children a healthy, educated future. But that extra funding has to come from somewhere. I would cut military budgets and limit money that can be spent on space exploration. The problems aren't on another continent or on another planet. They're here. By cutting funding, we can focus on ensuring better lives for the future of the United States.
If I was president, I would focus on saving the environment. In the US alone, we use dirty energy for about 40% of our electricity and about 80% of all power plant carbon emissions. We are slowly killing the earth. We use coal, gas, and other fossil fuels as our main sources of pollution. Fossil fuels create dirty energy, and dirty energy creates CO2, which gets trapped in the Earth's ozone layer, creating the greenhouse effect. This causes global warming and pollution. If I was president, I would make clean energy, such as solar panels, mandatory in households. Solar panels are able to take energy from the sun and turn it into electricity. Therefore, they are environment safe and friendly. If I was president, I would put stricter laws on the FDA. In 2012, the FDA approved excessive amounts of caffeine in Monster drinks that killed 5 people. Germs in factories aren't usually found until someone becomes sick or dies. The World Health Organization says that there are about 3 million pesticide poisonings each year, resulting in about 220,000 deaths. Monsanto, a company supported by the FDA, created Roundup, a pesticide to kill weeds that can also cause cancer. If I was president, I would require factories to have an annual inspection to make sure that they are safe for the public and in order to reduce sickness and death.
Because of overpopulation, over 1 billion people don't have enough food or safe drinking water. Global warming is threatening billions of people with dislocation. In the US, urban sprawl alone has destroyed 2.2 million acres of farmland and forests. The solution? If I were president, I'd make it mandatory to empower women and have more availability for jobs and education. I'd encourage families to plan how many children they want. I'd make new social norms, such as not pressuring people to have any children if they don't want any.
If I were president, one of the first things I would do is introduce new ideas about immigration. There have been several acts and reforms created to control the flow of immigration. However, none of them have really worked for the United States. I would focus on helping people get citizenship, not keeping it from them like previous immigration laws. That way we can make our nation stronger. I would give people 1 year to become citizens. At 6 months, their application process should be complete, so at the end of the year they have achieved full citizenship. By doing this, we can strengthen our economy, build communities, and reunite families. I would also make an effort to encourage citizens to participate in voting more. Why do we take voting for granted when many people around the world die for the right to vote? The founding fathers of our nation fought for the right for us to vote, and we don't take advantage of it. I would like to make the first Tuesday of November a celebration every year. We should make voting day a holiday of sorts, with fireworks, balloons,
and cake, and everyone would be happy. Lastly, our nation has acquired a large amount of debt. We are in over $18 trillion of debt. Divided by the U.S. population gives each citizen over $56,000 in debt. In order to reduce this debt, there are a number of actions that can be taken. We can bring our businesses back home, ask Congress to spend less money on private food corporations, and encourage healthy living habits to reduce healthcare costs. We can also bring the interest down on the debt by doing these and other actions.